HarperCollins presents Foundation's Edge by Isaac Asimov, read by William Hope. Dedicated to Betty Prashker, who insisted, and to Lester Del Rey, who nagged. Prologue. The first Galactic Empire was falling. It had been decaying and breaking down for centuries, and only one man fully realized that fact. He was Hari Seldon, the last great scientist of the First Empire, and it was he who perfected psychohistory, the science of human behavior reduced to mathematical equations. The individual human being is unpredictable, but the reactions of human mobs, Seldon found, could be treated statistically. The larger the mob, the greater the accuracy that could be achieved. And the size of the human masses that Seldon worked with was no less than the population of all the inhabited millions of worlds of the galaxy. Seldon's equations told him that, left to itself, the empire would fall, and that 30,000 years of human misery and agony would elapse before a second empire would arise from the ruins. And yet, if one could adjust some of the conditions that existed, that interregnum could be decreased to a single millennium, just 1,000 years. It was to ensure this that Seldon set up 2 colonies of scientists that he called foundations. With deliberate intention, he set them up at opposite ends of the galaxy. The first foundation, which centered on physical science, was set up in the full daylight of publicity. The existence of the other, the second foundation, a world of psychohistorical and mentalic scientists, was drowned in silence. In the Foundation trilogy, the story of the first 4 centuries of the interregnum is told. The first foundation, commonly known as simply the Foundation, since the existence of another was unknown to almost all, began as a small community lost in the emptiness of the outer periphery of the galaxy. Periodically it faced a crisis in which the variables of human intercourse and of the social and economic currents of the time constricted about it. Its freedom to move lay along only one certain line, and when it moved in that direction, a new horizon of development opened before it. All had been planned by Hari Seldon, long dead now. The first foundation, with its superior science, took over the barbarized planets that surrounded it. It faced the anarchic warlords who broke away from the dying empire and beat them. It faced the remnant of the empire itself, under its last strong emperor and its last strong general, and beat it. It seemed as though the Seldon plan was going through smoothly and that nothing would prevent the Second Empire from being established on time and with a minimum of intermediate devastation. But psychohistory is a statistical science. Always there is a small chance that something will go wrong, and something did. Something which Hari Seldon could not have foreseen. One man, called the Mule, appeared from nowhere. He had mental powers in the galaxy that lacked them. He could mold men's emotions and shape their minds so that his bitterest opponents were made into his devoted servants. Armies could not, would not fight him. The first foundation fell, and Seldon's plan seemed to lie in ruins. There was left the mysterious second foundation, which had been caught unprepared by the sudden appearance of the Mule, but which was now slowly working out a counterattack. Its great defense was the fact of its unknown location. The Mule sought it in order to make his conquest of the galaxy complete. The faithful of what was left of the first foundation sought it to obtain help. Neither found it. The Mule was stopped first by the action of a woman, Beta Durrell, and that bought enough time for the second foundation to organize the proper action and, with that, to stop the Mule permanently. Slowly they prepared to reinstate the Seldon plan. But, in a way, the cover of the second foundation was gone. The first foundation knew of the second's existence, and the first did not want a future in which they were overseen by the mentalists.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?